Are we on?
I don't know. I think we are.
If we do this again and there's nobody there, it's okay.
Wouldn't be the first time, right?
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. We'd have to do a do-over.
I'm back! Probably just blew the speaker.
Oh, you probably did. You blew my speakers out, I got to tell you. Yeah, that. Did you see the... My post on Facebook said he's back.
No.
See? You tied right into that, huh?
Yeah.
He's back.
So
this is Wednesday, April 26th, 2023, and this is Canonsburg UP Church, 112 West Pike Street, Canonsburg, PA 15317, 724-745-0800, or canonsburgupchurch.org. This is Pastor Don Coleman. I'm Kenton Klink, pastor, just a piano player. And here we are again on a Wednesday.
You do play some organ.
I did play some heavy organ on Sunday.
Heavy organ.
Heavy, yeah, because of the hymns I picked.
Heavy organ music?
Well,
is that like a style?
They were great hymns. Oh. Great. I mean, they were great hymns, but they were great hymns.
Great.
Yeah.
The hymn itself was great. Your playing was...
Okay.
Meh mid is the new...
Mid.
That's what all the cool cats are saying.
Cool cats.
All the cool cats.
All the cool cats are saying that. Wow.
Mid.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mid. I don't.
MID.
That's not woke, is it?
Huh?
That's not woke, is it?
Mid, I think is like.
Because I won't use
middle of the road.
Oh, mid. Okay.
MID.
Gotcha.
It's like meh. It's like fine, okay, but not great. I think that's what it is.
Or, in other terms, it's a mezza.
Yeah, that's none of the cool kids are saying that.
Well, you know what, if they were cool, they would. They would.
You talk to anybody under 20.
Now I got how much wood would a chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
A woodchuck could chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck as
he would as much as he could if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
That's a different.
I did that with your kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to apologize
for
the noise, the ambient noise. So
that's not anything to apologize about. It's a joy.
If you've been driving by, if you've stopped in, as I was away, so much happened. I guess that's the way it works, right? Uh-huh. So I didn't even realize when I came in Monday
that the roof was
and
on.
I saw a couple panels, and I thought, okay, because it's my understanding that we were starting on that side. Mm-hmm. You can't really see this side from anywhere, and turned out yes, that was already completed.
Yeah.
So we are basically done.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a couple ladders on the roof.
Yep.
I don't know if that means
they're working right up in that corner for something.
But right now, the choir loft has its own unique roof.
Yes, it does. Because that was added after.
Right. So they
did you know that?
Yeah. I did. I mean.
That
not the same way you knew that, because you were here for it. So that one, tear off and being done.
Tear the roof off.
All at the same time. It started being torn off this morning.
Oh.
And anyway, so that's going on right now. I don't know what the timeline is. I'm not going to. I haven't been told I have no inside information. But given the speed at which they're working, I would not be surprised if they are done by the weekend. They're done by Friday.
Yeah, they're pushing.
So anyway, wonderful news.
That's a big thing done.
Oh yeah, and the concrete work, except for maybe a couple of spots, touch-ups, has been done. So
good. And you have no more work to do in the education building, right? Or very little.
We do have two other semi-major projects that are being.
Did you take the kitchen out downstairs?
Oh yeah, all that.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, so we got a couple minor things, some water fountains that will be replaced.
Oh, okay.
With refillable water bottle stations, so really cool. Got updated
all 3 floors.
All 3 floors, I believe, plus the one in the fellowship hall. Eventually, will get done. So very cool.
Oh yeah.
But the 2 other elements, flooring, hallways and stairs, are being looked at, as well as window replacement.
Right.
It is not.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you were talking about window. I talked to Sharon the other day while we were waiting for you to get done in your meeting.
Yeah, windows in both buildings. eventually.
Well, that's really stretching it out. The money, I mean.
Hey,
we're making the best of that gift.
It's work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of, I'll tell you, one of my first meetings with the trustees, buildings and grounds team, it was brought up about the state of our windows in the sanctuary and the fellowship hall. Mm-hmm. So that's been an ongoing conversation for 9 or more years.
Yes, it has been.
Yeah.
But we were not in any situation
exactly. Yeah.
to do that. So praise God.
Did you see the ramp door? Something we didn't know or hadn't noticed, but there had been a slow separation between the wall, the exterior wall, on the little foyer that we have here towards the ramp.
And the ramp, yeah.
It has been rectified, fixed. Got some great photos.
George
of
do that?
No. This is the company that we've hired to do the masonry work. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, and it was cool to walk down here on Sunday and see no windowsills on the outside of the building. And then the next day they were putting new ones in. That was, I mean, we needed those.
And the block.
That's sandstone, right?
Sandstone block that I believe it was. I believe it has been replaced.
Sharon actually said, Kenton, if you look at that, you can see the pick marks.
Yes.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Little different this time, but yeah.
Imagine the labor that went into building a building as big as this one.
This is not small.
Oh, it's amazing what they did. How many is that? 150? 100? I mean, we're 200.
I always forget the exact. We're coming darn close to 250
years as a church.
As a church that we date ourselves. Obviously, none of us were around.
This building,
almost none of us were around.
But this building,
I can't remember exactly.
Okay, yeah, it's getting close to a couple hundred. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty
amazing.
Cool.
It's not as amazing as goats eating the hillside up. You didn't know about this?
No.
Oh my goodness!
Did I miss a major
you
local event?
You did.
Go ahead.
Council has. Okay. They reached out to the city of Pittsburgh.
The Canonsburg.
Yes.
Town
Council. John Severine. So I'm assuming council.
Okay. Oh, all right. Yeah. So I'm just clarifying.
They got in contact with Pittsburgh, the city of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Because they used goats to clean the hillsides of their waterways. So he contacted the people that did that, and we actually have goats fenced in each part, and they're eating the hillside away from the creek bed because they got determined that the hillsides were not safe with all the vegetation on it. So they got a whole load of goats.
So where
down
exactly?
There. If you go down to the big red light.
The big red light. All right, help me out here. Give me some street names. If I take Pike Street
all
the way down
to the big red light,
as if I was going to go to Saris or get onto the highway.
Go straight across like you're going to go to Saris. Stop by the big tree that usually is decorated.
So beyond. Okay, go through the
light. Look over the hill.
Okay,
and you'll see goats eating the vegetation.
Right. Interesting. Yeah. Are they making their way?
Being a goat, I was surprised they didn't ask me.
Are they making their way up the...
I don't know which way they're going.
Okay.
But I saw what appeared to be some not permanent fencing up to keep them into their area. But yeah, there they were, leading goats down to the creek bed.
Maybe you're like me. You had no clue about things like this, and that's why you tune in.
Down by the riverside. Down by the riverside. We got goats down by the riverside.
Who knew?
I'm gonna lay down my burdens.
Down by the riverside.
Keep going.
Down by the
riverside. Oh, what a team.
Look at that.
Okay? I mean, you know what? You are not Ryan Seacrest.
You
came back.
Thank you. That's why I was.
Yeah.
Okay.
You came back.
To whom would I go, Kenton?
To whom?
You alone have the words of life.
I have the words of life.
Every time I think about that, I'm apologizing because I kind of blasphemed there, quoting Peter's words to Jesus.
Oh,
yeah, that's what that was.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Yeah.
I never.
So Jesus has some really difficult sayings. Talks about eating his flesh and drinking his blood.
Yes.
And around this time, a lot of the people, the crowds, desert him. And he looks
Right.
at his disciples and he said, "Are you going to go too?"
And
And Peter speaks up and says, "Where would we go? You alone have the words of life."
You know what? I was remiss in not catching that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, well,
You should read your Bible more often.
I think we should. Right here, we should
I
do
said
Bible.
you. I said you, yeah.
I think right here we should do Bible
Okay.
more often.
Yeah,
Yep. I think it's a good thing.
it's a great
I mean, there people in are just they want to see what we have on and everything.
Yeah, that's what they're
Yeah.
tuning in for.
Oh, it is. I have to tell you about my Sunday morning without you.
Your Sunday morning without me.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This is okay, so let's set this up, okay?
Okay, I
this
generally-
is probably a good if you are a writer.
Yeah, here's one for you.
If you are a writer, Kenton's giving you carte blanche
Yeah.
to steal this morning.
You may do that. So,
It belongs on a sitcom.
well, yes, it does. So, I woke up on Sunday morning at 6 because I still have the alarm set from 6 from Easter. But anyway, it's usually 6:30.
I woke up around that time too.
I was going to call you.
to a car alarm going off.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
You were
Anyway.
not happy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I get up, and the first thing I do is I go over and I get the Keurig thing out, and I'm filling it up with filling a little cup up with coffee. Your
Little
family's so
reusable
gracious,
K-cup. Yep.
so graciously provides me with, and I got it in there. And as I was doing it, the coffee bag being like only 1/3 of the way full or 1/4 of the way full, was a little unsteady. Well, I hit it with my hand also. So that the coffee bag went over and a lot of the contents spilt out onto the floor and onto the counter and onto the stove. Okay, we're talking about dry coffee grounds, all right? Anal man. Dry coffee grounds, anal man. So I clean up the coffee grounds, all right?
Did you?
In the meantime, I pour water into the Keurig and I make the coffee. So I think that I've gotten all the coffee grounds cleaned up and all that mess is thrown away and everything is gleaming again. I'm ready to start down and have my coffee. I put the coffee down on the dining room table and promptly knocked it over too. So then we had liquid coffee. And my phone was under. Yeah, it was working really fast that day. I lost a pack of cigarettes. Okay, my phone, but the phone was all right. The cigarettes were damaged. Alvin, who our screen producer, suggests that I lay them out one by one and dry them, and just have coffee flavored cigarettes. I passed on that. There's enough nicotine/caffeine going in. So there I was, swimming in coffee, okay? It's all over the table. I carry a tray around with me with my ashtray and my cigarettes. The tray is floating. It's on the chair. It's on the floor. So I'm still not having my coffee yet, right? All right, so I commence, using a Granny Clampett word, I commence to cleaning that mess up. Well, I cleaned it all up, forgetting that the coffee also hit my table. You know, my table is dark.
Okay.
It's granite. And
Okay.
it's a dark color. And so when I looked, it looked like, oh, I cleaned that up. So I promptly went right over, sat down at the table, and leaned into coffee. So now I have it on both arms, and a new pack of cigarettes has coffee on one side. We're talking $10 a pack here. Okay, so needless to say, now this was started at 6. By 6:45, I'd say, this is all cleaned up again. And I thought to myself, there's no way in the world that at the end of the coffee grounds, I'm going to be finding coffee grounds forever. Because they were all over the bottom of my feet, that dish rag where it's been. But anyway, it was just, and it was all your fault. You threw the whole morning off. I generally call Pastor, my pal here, on Sundays at 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
7:05, 7, something like that, just to make sure he's up and to let him know I'm still living. So
Mainly the second, because where do you call me? Like, what number do you call me on?
724-745-0800.
just yeah.
Extension 200.
Which is what?
Your office.
Yeah, so
Well, if I'm
answer, asleep in my office.
Well, but if you don't answer, then I think you're not there.
Oh.
Now, I sometimes I call earlier than 7.
Oh,
and you're
do?
not there.
No,
Yeah.
sometimes you just call earlier.
What? What?
Anyway, do you want to finish your story? Is that it? Is that the story?
That's enough, dude. Okay, I was swimming in coffee.
All right, so here.
So anyway, to finish the story, it is that because I didn't call you and I knew I wasn't going to call you and I wasn't going to have the reassurances from my usual Sunday reassurances.
Oh.
Mutual reassurances.
Yeah, mutual.
Yeah, that I was all off.
So here's, I think, the moral of
Here is
the big takeaway.
What's the big takeaway, Don?
God wants you to quit smoking. I think that's what it is.
I was thinking, well, you'd think he was using coffee.
$20 worth of cigarettes.
Oh, I was a bitter man.
Yeah.
So when I made the second cup of coffee, I was so frustrated that I didn't even
finish it.
No, I didn't go back and get a fresh cup for the Keurig and all that. I just poured the water through and made a second cup of coffee on the same Keurig cup, which means to say it was
terrible.
like water.
It was terrible.
It was terrible,
Yeah.
except for the fact that it's strong coffee. The coffee flavor did get through.
It was
Plus, I had so much
coffee-flavored
menthol
water.
in my mouth that I really couldn't tell. I didn't drink it all because I thought, this could affect me later. So, but it was just a traumatic.
Yeah.
Thank goodness I shaved on Saturday. So all I had to do was jump in and jump out,
I, on the other hand, had a very different. I have a very different negative takeaway from my time away.
Go ahead.
Why is it still cold?
Here?
Yes.
Well.
So 10 days ago.
Yes.
80 degrees. It was beautiful.
Yes.
4 days before I
get home.
I have some time off. It dips down and it's super cold. It rebounds while I'm away.
Yeah.
And then
we're in it now.
Bitterly cold again. And I'm Yeah.
Aww.
So no, you don't want me to do that with a microphone. No. No.
Oh, okay.
No, it'd be better. It'd be super loud.
They're here though.
Yeah, thank you very much.
In case
it'd make that look quiet.
Oh, I know
Sound
that.
quiet.
And I was coughing earlier, and they're shaking up the dust up there. I'm very
sensitive.
Sensitive. You have your eyes. Your eyes.
Oh,
are
yeah. I have sensitive.
You have to wear Hollywood
light
glasses all the time.
Which I also left on a plane.
How could you do such a thing? I'm glad you came on with your wallet.
I was miffed because I'm pretty sure that what happened is that it fell out while I was in one of the.
You clean an Oreo off your sweater?
I'm like, wow, didn't think there was anything. All of a sudden, I'm like, wow, I don't like
You're
this.
Fine.
Anyway,
the camera can't see it. Just
no, I can't see their hands right now. So I think it just fell out, and I didn't notice it. Just while it's under the seat in front of me.
That's your only negative.
Yeah, little head cold and lost my sunglasses. Everything else was good.
I sent my friend here a text on Saturday because I had threatened to come and find him wherever he was in Florida.
I think you said, turn around.
So I texted him, don't turn around. Don't turn around. I see you. Don't turn around.
I said, I doubt it.
And so I got a text with a bare leg and a foot on the end of it, and sand and ocean.
Pretty sure that you weren't there.
Huh?
You weren't there.
No, I wasn't there. No, I wasn't there, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a real shame.
It would have been a different experience.
For everybody.
Yeah. It was a really good time away. It's the most valuable time that I can. I'll tell this a million times, but the most valuable way that I can spend my time each year is with these guys that have known me for. What do we say? We're going on 20 years. Yeah. Went to fall of 2004.
Those are friends you keep.
Is when actually summer of 2004. So 19 years now. Be 20 years next year.
Well, I wish I could say I went to Florida every year for 20 years.
Well, that has not been the case. We've gotten together. Okay. Yeah, so we've gotten together every year, but we met in 2004 on our first year in seminary.
Yeah.
So
That's nice. That's a nice thing to do.
yeah.
It really is. No, I mean, not to take away from your other best friend, Rob.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And your other best friend, Kenton.
Yes.
Who always invites you to go to Miami and lay on the beach. And you never take me up on that.
Sorry?
I said you never take me up on that.
Oh, yeah. Here's the truth is, I'm not even really a beach person.
I said that on the video last week.
Not a beach person.
I was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, it was one part of one day.
Oh.
Not the
you have to
center.
go.
It was.
You have to go and lay and listen and
I was actually on the beach twice. I realized it was a short little time in the afternoon, and I made a tremendous mistake.
no sunblock.
Oh no! I was actually pretty good. I got like a minor little bit of. I think I got more sunburn doing some yard work on the Saturday before I left. Anyway, but no, I applied. So I applied sunblock like to my face and stuff.
Yeah.
Beforehand, got onto the beach and
you
kind of did my. I did actually. So I keep just with the
Yeah.
But my legs, I put sunscreen on my legs on the beach.
Okay.
Big mistake.
You think it burned them?
No. Sand. Recently applied, so I had like sand all my legs. It was so this time when I went and spent a little more time there, I made sure I sunblock and then took my sweet time getting to the beach before
Could you walk to the beach from where you were sleeping?
Yeah.
You had to drive to the beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Short drive, but so.
Yeah. Well, it's always nice. You have to, more than anything else, to feel the breeze and hear the ocean and smell it. There's something very calming, something very relaxing, something very healing about that whole. For me, I like the water. You said the water was cold, though.
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine why. You were on the Gulf side.
April? No. That's the thing is we weren't on the Gulf side.
You were in the.
Bridget lied to you.
You're on the
Atlantic side. Yeah.
On the Atlantic side. Mm-hmm. Well, where is Amelia Island then?
Northeast of Jacksonville.
On the Atlantic side. Okay. So not
almost Georgia, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That far north.
I mean, Jacksonville's pretty far.
I just know Miami.
Yeah. Never been to Miami.
I have, and I've driven from Miami to Orlando.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a trip. I didn't like that. It was 4.5 hours.
I was gonna say 4 hours. Yeah.
4.5 hours.
Yeah. No, my experience in Florida has actually been, well, I guess it's not been that limited. Been to Sanibel Island a couple times in that area, Orlando, the Jacksonville.
You know what we could do?
That's it.
Do you know what we could do, and you?
What could we do?
We could go to San Diego and go out to Catalina Island.
Don't need to go to San Diego. Just go to Long Beach.
I've been to Long Beach.
Catalina's great.
I know.
Wonderful time. So Bridget and I went to. I've been to Catalina maybe 4 times.
Oh, have you?
The most exciting time was a plane trip.
A plane trip?
Yeah. So when I was working in California, working at a church, my boss at the time came up to myself and one other guy who was I think it was at the time as the director of the college ministry. He said, "Hey, we're going to go for a drive. So we drive down to Santa Monica. Half-hour drive, 45 minutes. And we pull up to an airport hangar.
Wait.
Yep.
The sun comes out over Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, sorry.
Yep. So we pull up. His brother-in-law is a mechanic working on planes and is getting his pilot's license. And he takes the 3 of us up.
Oh, in a little plane.
In a little plane.
Did you get scared?
No.
Yeah.
Hop over, land at the airport, Catalina Island. Mm-hmm. We have dinner at the airport. There's a little restaurant there. Get back on the plane. The trippy part is flying off of that because you fly and then there is a huge cliff. And you have to drop a little bit. Oh. The ocean's not immediately there, too. So if things go bad, but anyway, he was just picking up hours for his pilot's license, And so I got a chance to do that. Bridget and I also did we subjected ourselves to a timeshare opportunity.
Oh.
Where they worked hard, but the prize for listening and being harangued was a 2-night trip to Catalina. So, yeah. So I think I'd been there once before that. I think maybe 4 times.
Okay.
Yeah. I usually get a little bit seasick on the boat ride over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you been to Alcatraz?
No, never did Alcatraz.
Oh, that's a pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that harbor there's bay.
Been down there, just not over
to
to
do
Alcatraz.
that. Yeah, it was very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, did San Francisco once.
I think that would be 3 times for me.
Okay.
And never went across the Golden Gate.
Yeah, I think we went halfway.
Okay.
So we were on it.
I've been down to the Fisherman's Wharf, of course,
Yep.
and then also north of that, where you could get down into the Pacific.
Okay.
There was just a little piece of beach right there, close to the city, and that water was freezing cold. I thought, how did Annette Funicello and those people out of the '60s do those beach movies?
They're freezing.
Oh my goodness!
It's all, in a sense, make believe, right?
Make believe isn't the word about it. What was the guy? Annette and
no idea.
Oh, I know you don't. It's not going to come to me.
What movie?
There's a lot of them. There were beach movies in the '60s.
I think they're probably shot in California. I mean, in Southern California, like
they were.
San Diego, right?
Yeah.
It's a little warmer there.
I don't know. I every place I've put my foot in the Pacific, up and down the California coast, it's cold.
Well, this is what I've probably said this before, but we would do beach days with the junior hires, and
rubber. You were
blister our feet on the burning hot sand, and then get into the water, and it's ice cold.
Ice cold.
So what a.
Have you been to? Have you just walked through it, past it, the Coronado Hotel?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, if you ever are out that way again and you do get a chance to be at the Coronado, if you walk directly to the beach from the rear of the Coronado.
That is
San Diego.
Oh, okay. All right.
You walk directly to the beach. There is a pile of huge boulders.
Okay.
At that part of the beach that a lot of my family has had their picture taken on the same.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Been down to San Diego maybe twice, once for a conference and once to see the zoo. We went to the zoo. Beautiful zoo.
And you know what else? I really like La Jolla too.
La Jolla? Yeah.
It was too cliffy for me because too cliffy. And then, I was doing my reels on my telephone this week.
Oh,
and
like watching, or were you posting?
I wasn't posting.
Okay, all right.
I wait for you to go on TV.
Okay, all right.
But anyway, I was doing my reels, and one of them was on Jerome, Arizona. Have you ever seen that on a sign? You will this year.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Where are you driving up from?
We will be
to go to the Grand Canyon.
We will be in Williams, Arizona,
which was also a reel.
Okay.
Anyway, Jerome was amazing because there's a son of this congregation who is a police chief in Jerome.
Oh.
Or maybe was. He may be retired by now, but yeah. And
I don't know where that is.
Oh, it's up a mountain.
Okay.
And the roads all the way up the mountain, and it's actually built on the side of a mountain.
Okay.
And it's like Old Westy. Part of it is. It was cool.
We are looking for unique experiences.
Well, we went into the saloon.
We
went into the saloon, had a drink.
Yeah.
And I don't drink. Yeah.
We'll hit the Grand Canyon. I was actually talking to a friend of mine when we were together, who went out. Yeah, this was his spring break. This year, he has triplets and a 16-year-old daughter.
And they went all
6 of them.
Oh my!
Went out. Yeah, they flew to Vegas. So I, he was sharing with us. I'm flying to Vegas. This is crazy. They were flying on an airline that the price is listed it here, but after everything and all that. Anyway, so the Vegas was not the.
No, I know, but I didn't know that you could still catch a direct flight to Vegas.
Charlotte? No, he was from Charlotte. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know whether it was direct or not. I can't remember. But anyway, they made a loop to include the Grand Canyon and also some other parks. I think where's in Utah? What's that?
Salt Lake City.
Yeah, no.
Providence.
No, it's a park, and I'm blanking on it right now. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's in the southwest.
You see, Zach Morton is touring. He just came. He may be back now.
Cool.
He did National Forest, and he goes to them. And he was I think he was in Utah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so he was giving me some insight about some good hikes and whatnot. He's a ultra marathoner too.
If you see signs for a place called Slide Rock, and you're not Slide Rock, and you're not far from that, you are in the area there where the water's coming down out of the mountains, and has been doing it in the same places on those rocks for centuries. And there is actually a place
you slide on the rock.
You can't go as fast as it wants you to go.
Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're also going to hit up one of your formerly famous haunts. 29 Palms.
Oh, you're going to Palm Springs?
Not exactly. We are going to hit, on our way in to visit family in LA, we're going to hit Joshua Tree.
Oh, well, yeah, you're going to Palm Springs.
Yeah. Not exactly. Yeah. We're not spending any time at Palm Springs.
No, I know.
But we used to.
But you should drive down, La Paseo. The name of the drive.
That might be it, yeah.
Yeah.
But we used to go once or twice a year to Joshua Tree, because it was just close. It was just far enough, probably about 3.5 hours.
There.
Yeah.
Well, if you in Palm Springs, if you're on the right highway, it says LA 150 miles, and the road goes straight into
150 miles
into
and
desert.
sometimes 150 hours.
Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably. But it's just it's so hot there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious, hot.
That's why, I couldn't imagine the benefit, of course, of all of California, but especially Southern California. As soon as you go inland, man, it's blistering.
Oh, it's hot.
It's the same with Florida. Only in Florida, you also get the humidity.
Oh yeah, but you know what I like in Miami, in the area that I go to, which is the Neon Lights District. No.
Miami Beach?
South Beach.
South Beach.
Yeah.
I've never been.
So. Oh, it's really beachy there. And you can walk for blocks, and then just restaurant after restaurant after restaurant, which, it's right up my alley.
So do you have plans again? Are you gonna make it down?
No, I'm afraid to go by myself. That's why I keep on asking you.
So here we go. We're gonna put this out there.
Gracious.
Would you like to go with Kenton to Miami Beach? Kenton will cover the entire cost. All you had to do is reach out and say, "Hey, listen, I would love to go to South Beach with you, Kenton." Kenton will pay for airfare, hotel, and food. All you have to do is drive him and make sure that he gets back to his hotel room at night, and that he doesn't, break his leg
into the water.
And safely into the water. Yeah.
Well,
you know what? Speaking of which, this was the highlight. So we're sitting on the beach.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, buddy, look over there." One of my friends. There's a gentleman who is got. I'm gonna go with wife. Now there could have been aunt, mother. I don't know. One of these wheelchairs with these giant tires, and got her out there. I mean, she was not an invalid.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Get her in a while.
They walked back. She walked. Just kind of on it. But they got her out to the. That's what you could use. All you gotta do is be willing to push Kenton on one of these giant wheeled, cars. Anyway, if you want to go to South Beach, you want to go to Miami Beach.
Well, you could be willing to do that just in case. But in South Beach also, they have the trend now is to put a little slats of wood walkway because the sand is so hot.
Oh, good. Yes.
You can. I don't know why the wood doesn't get hot too, but you can.
Not as it probably doesn't conduct. What as much as. Yeah.
Well, and the beach is divided up hotel wise in that area. So you walk out of the front of your hotel, across the street, and onto the sand dunes, and then so it's like a football field.
I feel
away.
like this whole episode, what do we call these episodes now? Anyway, is just speaking into existence the summer. I feel like that's what we're doing. We are calling out the nice warm weather to make it happen here. You know.
I have goosebumps on my legs.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Yeah,
it needs to be. And I'm a fan of seasons. I'm a fan of winter. I'm a fan of fall. I'm especially a fan of fall. Spring, summer. I just like this. I want to keep moving forward.
Oh.
When we end, we need to end one and move into the next one. We we don't go back. Right?
I know why
we don't
you
need 30 degrees again.
We all know why.
So anyway, I love the fall.
I know.
Fall's the best.
You're going to love the summer this year.
Sure. Yeah.
Now remember, you're leaving here with 3 children.
Yep. And a wife.
Okay. And a wife.
Very important.
Yeah, very important.
Most important.
I was going to say, I have no doubt you'll come back with her. But make sure that you bring all 3 children back.
It'll be wonderful. It'll be wonderful. Don't worry. Don't worry. They'll all come back.
I know they will.
Yeah.
They're going to have the time of their lives.
They will. So
it's a wonderful thing you're going to do with them.
Thank you. Yep. So, do you want to play any music? We've had a great time talking. We've obviously had something to talk about. Who knew it was going to be a rehash of the beaches of California?
And my coffee escapade.
And your coffee escapade.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. All right, let me ask you one thing.
One thing.
What was your favorite part of your vacation? Besides leaving me, of course.
Yeah, well, that was what I was going to say. That was going to be number one. This is my favorite part. It's the same thing every year. So, yeah, we played a round of golf and did some fishing. I'm terrible at both.
I know.
That can't possibly be a highlight. There's some other fun activities we didn't do that I thought, ish.
Did you go to bed late?
I probably went to bed earlier than
Did you?
Yeah. Now, my favorite thing is this. So, each of us, the centerpiece of our time together is we call it a share time. And, take an hour-ish, and we just, here's what's going on in our lives. Here's what's going on in our marriage, in our family, in our jobs. Most of us are pastors, but not all of us. And then we ask pointed questions. And
what did your buddies who are pastors think about you?
I told the story. I said, I even asked him. I said, will you pray for $1.5 million?
Did you?
They had to clarify, and they I don't know if they were very impressed or just laughed because I said, oh no, I looked right at it when I said it. So they're like, some of them thought that I didn't know ahead of time when I asked for that. I said, oh no, I knew, and that's why I asked him. And then I looked over at him, and I saw his jaw. I was like, yeah. So they were, for the most part, I think, impressed.
Well,
I told them why it was you that I had to not tell ahead of time.
Because you're saying I can't keep a secret again?
Didn't say it out loud.
Well, no, but you implied it. Did they ask to see my picture?
No.
I'm sure you don't have one, okay?
I'm sure I got a picture in there.
I got pictures of you preaching on Easter.
Nice. I'm sure I got a picture of you. So. Yeah. Oh, no, I've got tons of pictures of you. I've got a picture of you and Al at the piano. You don't forget that.
Alvin, yeah.
So anyway, so that is and then we end that time by laying hands on each other and praying.
Oh,
so
nice.
Each one throughout the time, usually one
but
or two.
Did they count the huge blessing that we are all going through every year? They're saying like, Donnie, you lucked out.
Oh, they didn't say it like that, but
you were blessed. You were blessed.
Yeah, they
to stay in the theme of where we are this
said,
time.
Yeah, they were. I had said a year ago. I had said, I feel like God is at work. I'm not quite sure exactly where or what, but because the last time we'd gotten together was before. It was like right before all this kind of happened, and so they were able to celebrate with us. And well, very cool.
Well, we're going to have a great fall.
Oh,
I'm
man.
really looking. Summer's not going to go fast enough.
I can't wait till I get back from this sabbatical because a lot of exciting things are going to be.
I can't wait for you to get back too because that's a lot of kitty litter and that's a lot of kitty food.
Yeah.
I mean, but I can handle it.
I bet you can.
I can handle it, but you need to leave treats in the house for me too.
We'll have you all set up. Don't worry.
I hope.
Yeah.
And that's a long time without my stash for coffee too.
I will make
coffee
it,
stash.
We'll hook you up.
Yeah, but it really is a great time in the life of our church here.
It is.
And I feel so lucky, and I know a lot of people don't like that word lucky, but I'm using it. I feel so
Blessed
lucky.
and lucky. It actually, funny enough, Eugene
They're
Peterson.
not synonyms.
They're very close.
I know.
It's very close to what. Anyway.
So
lucky,
to
blessed,
see
same
this happen twice.
Yeah.
I was here in 1993 when they really did it.
Yeah.
And
Tore up.
Tore it up.
I'm not going to tear it.
No, we're not going to tear it up. Yeah, well, what might fall down is another thing, but no, I feel very fortunate to be able to live in the life of the church it twice.
Yeah.
I hope I live long enough to see it happen come Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yeah, I got one question.
Go ahead.
You just had your one question for me.
I got one more.
All right, go ahead.
No, you got a question. Go ahead.
No, mine will be the
go
last
ahead.
one.
Mine was going to be a complaint. Go ahead.
My one question is this. Do you want to play piano or not?
Yeah, I got
All right.
Okay. What was I going to say to you?
Perfect timing. Look at that.
Wait.
No, you
Just
can't.
wait.
You
No,
can't-
it'll come back to me.
It's better if it doesn't.
Oh,
let it come out
wait,
your
here it
piano.
comes. It's the
Okay,
gripe.
go ahead. Okay, I know.
Can you believe?
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe again? I had to do an employee review.
Oh mercy.
I mean,
you didn't have to.
I can't.
We only do it for current employees.
I'm finishing up 49 years, and they needed employee review. 49 years. I mean, look at this. What would I have? I wanted to put in the spaces C last year, but I'm not even on the camera now. I don't know what is, but are we unplugged too? No. Okay, so there's an empty piano bench, and a man off screen talking. Now, if you can figure out what those songs are, oh boy. Oh boy. There's no sure way than to get me to the piano that way. C chord.
You recognize it.
G. C. A. Hit it again. That's E major. E, G sharp, B. That's C again. That's F. No, that's nothing. That's D minor. D major.
That's the chord I did before. You said it was an E. That's your D.
No, that's a D. That's F. G. A. G. E minor. E major. C. D major.
D. You got trouble with D.
Well, I am
You really
losing.
don't want to see D on the piano.
No, they look.
I'm surprised you. I was trying to get you.
I know. Well,
I was trying to get your joke.
I know you were, but it didn't work.
Didn't work.
Are we going to record the piano through these mics?
Sure, if you want.
Well, where's yours? Oh, okay.
All righty then.
I would like to see you try to interpret these symbols right here. First one is.